So again, investigators are still trying to determine what it was. I'm going to read some information. I just got an update from our desk back at the station. Emergency officials in Lower Bucks County have also received numerous calls about a large boom and the ground shaking, just like some folks were describing out here.
So far, no explanation of what happened here, but it really got the attention of a lot of people, even as far away as Ben Salem, reporting that they felt that their homes were shaking. Police radio have received a lot of calls. The police have received calls.
There's been a lot of buzz over the last few weeks about strange sounds being heard in the atmosphere. People around the world and here at home have reported hearing some bizarre noises. The latest were recorded in the Battlefords last weekend. John Baglieri has more on the strange occurrence that could have a very logical explanation.
It came in many forms last Sunday night. To some, it sounded like trumpets. To others, a mariner's horn. North Battleford's mayor says he can't explain it.
What I was hearing was what I experienced as a possibly scraping.
Mike Halstead was lying in bed when his phone rang. Calls and text messages came in from his friends saying they too had similar experiences.
That's when the goosebumps got me, and I kind of thought, yeah, it's awfully strange.
Hey, 93.3 The Rock?
The next day, the local radio station The Rock got flooded with over 40 calls and Facebook messages, each person wanting to know what that sound was last night.
I don't think I've ever had a response that big about something, and it's interesting, right? Human nature, people just want to know what the sounds are.
It's now days later and the city is still abuzz with talk about the sounds. Everybody with their own guess, estimation, or explanation as to where they came from.
I've heard that Jesus is coming back. I've heard that it's 2012, the world is ending.
This phenomenon stretched beyond North Battleford. Similar experiences were reported in Saskatoon, northern Saskatchewan, and parts of the U.S., even in Europe. U of S professor Jean-Pierre Saint-Maurice says there is a natural explanation.
Somehow they're picking up noise from an environmental antenna that happens to be there. That is electromagnetic noise. Nice natural noise, but really, actually, it's not a noise. It's electromagnetic waves emitted from the aurora above our head or emitted from the radiation belts a bit more to the south.
Maurice says it's normal and there's nothing to worry about. Whether a scientific explanation will satisfy all those people who say they heard something they can't explain is up in the air.
That's trippy. It's loud. Even got my dogs barking. It's even got my rabbits standing up. Check them out. That's scary shit. Holy. Sounds like, oh no, in the sky, hard to see, really hard to see. They're fucking just all clouds too. What's that, crazy? What's that?
Real interesting. The emergency crews out here have also contacted the U.S. Geological Survey to see if this could have been an earthquake. At this point, though, no reports of anything like that from the U.S. Geological Survey. So at this point, we don't know what it was that happened. But again, a lot of people, it brought a lot of people out here. They're everyone trying to figure out what this was.
Just a minute, but first, did you hear a loud boom this morning?
Yeah, if so, you definitely weren't alone. We've been getting emails, phone calls like crazy.
I mean, it was like
it makes your heart stop for a second. Like, it's so loud. It's a noise that's like alive in the house.
Of a house-shaking experience over the past week. We have received several emails from people in Louisville about loud booms that were shaking all of the homes in the neighborhood.
Just the whole house shakes. I've never heard anything like it. I thought maybe it was, lightning or thunder or something. And when I walked outside and, the stars, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky, so I figured it wasn't that.
Might explain all of this. At first they thought it might have been an earthquake or a sonic boom. That turned out to be unfounded as well. So right now, Jim, a big mystery of what happened here in the Northeast tonight. A loud boom, home shook, but no explanation so far. Back to you.
There's a YouTube video, and there's a lot of stuff on this at the moment. And nobody seems to know what it is. It's very strange. I don't know if you can hear it. There it is again. It's something, how should I say, unnatural. Like the sound of a god. Or something with extreme powers. There, did you hear that? I'm not sure if it's coming through on the microphone here.
Right now at 4, a mystery boom in an Ocean County community.
When they say the craziest thing happened.
You heard this rumble, boom, 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 and it just felt right under our feet and kept going. It was just unbelievable. It rumbled like an earthquake.
Finally tonight, a story about a nice place they're calling a boom town, jokingly. The problem is it's not funny. The good people in one town in Wisconsin would right now give anything to find out what's making that noise.
I've never heard anything quite like this. A tremendous boom.
It has been more than a day since those thunderous booms rocked the Verde Valley.
In a world of smartphones and Google, people get answers to their questions these days right away. But tonight, there are no answers, only questions.
Is it better to know or not to know?
I think, well, my blunt answer is it's better to know.
All right. But that is debatable, though.
Well, I said it's my answer. Yeah. I mean, somebody else might have a different answer.
We can also unlock the secrets of the Big Bang. You see, Einstein's equations break down at the instant of the Big Bang and the center of a black hole. The two most interesting places in the universe are beyond our reach using Einstein's equations.
You can see the windows vibrating in this surveillance video from Roger Wilco Liquor on Wellington Avenue in Ventnor, then the stunned reaction of employees inside.
One volunteer fire chief we spoke with overnight said the boom was so loud he thought a house might have exploded.
Just all of a sudden there was just this humongous boom, just one boom. I mean, I honestly thought like a house blew up. Started looking for, a plume of smoke or something.
Continuous booming noise being reported in several area communities.
Or something dropping that's really heavy, like a big dumpster sometimes just dropping out of the sky or something.
It's shaking them up.
A couple of them you do end up feeling a little bit of the vibration from.
I think that's what kind of surprised me the most is seeing how widespread this is. It's not really confined just to Colonial Heights and southern Chesterfield. It's far-reaching.
A number of people reported feeling a mysterious shake or a boom in that beach town.
Everyone was wondering exactly what it is they were experiencing.
A little unusual, huh? Oh, it's always unusual.
I was lying in bed reading, and I thought it was thunder. And I asked my husband if it was raining. He said, no, it's not raining.
You have these weird sounds. Just, you put two and two together, and it starts to, you start to realize, maybe we don't know everything we know,
It's not thunder or rock blasting or even fireworks, so what is it? Mysterious, unexplained booms rocking parts of North Georgia.
With San Antonio International Airport nearby, airplanes are heard there every day. But as our Justin Horn reports, those who are awakened by this sound say it was very different.
It shook. We didn't know, what it was.
This was not normal. It was shaking the windows, the house was shaking.
So we asked, did this sound like anything they'd heard before?
Not at all. Nothing even remotely close to it.
County residents were shaken by a loud, explosive-like sound earlier today.
Sometime after 11, the walls and paintings started shaking inside the shop after they heard the loud boom. Ray Adcock says he immediately ran outside and says he saw other people running out of their buildings checking to see what happened. Adcock says it was definitely nothing he had heard or felt before.
We're looking all over social media, and it sounds like everyone around this area within a couple miles of us heard the same thing.
The rock quarry in the area is known to blast rock regularly, but residents tell me that particular sound was different from the blast that they've heard in the past. Reporting live in Owasso.
Greco's hands a calendar. She's been keeping track of all the booms.
And in November at 7:50 p.m. on the 28th, it sounded like it struck the side of the house always, and it sounds like a Mack truck rams into your home.
But even more striking, the fact that nobody knows what causes it. Over at Town Hall, Mayor Mike Callahan's been trying to figure it out ever since he took office.
The booms are one of our amazing little mysteries that drive us closer together. You know, every community has its lore, has its myths. As I said, the Loch Ness Monster exists.
For this piece of lore, there are lots of theories.
There's always the popular theory that they're digging a tunnel under our town as an escape route from Washington, D.C. to get to Andrews Air Force Base.
I wonder about the underground digging, what's going on there. See how it looks right here?
For Greco and her husband, they say the booms have caused cracks in their basement,